Hey, what's going on? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. We have some fantastic news. Get it? Get what I did there, the little pun? We have some fantastic news coming to us from the Fantastic Four First Steps set. A video reveals Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm holding a baby. Fantastic Four has just started production and things are starting to come out about this movie. And I never covered it here on the channel because I was waiting for something more concrete. But it was very much theorized that Sue Storm was going to be having a child with Mr. Fantastic. And they were going to have a kid, and hence the title Fantastic Four First Steps. However, this seems to have been confirmed with the set video revealing that Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm is holding a baby. So let's get straight into the article. A first look at Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm is revealed in a new Fantastic Four First Steps video, which also may tease another character for the Marvel Cinematic Universe reboot. It's not a reboot. The franchise is a reboot, but not the MCU. That's coming in 2027. Just want to point that one out. One of the most highly anticipated films coming out of the MCU in Phase 6 is the Fantastic Four First Steps. The movie marks Marvel's first family finally becoming the main players in the franchise, and the Fantastic Four cast are being introduced at a very important time for the multiverse saga, since it will be concluding after Phase 6. With the Fantastic Four First Steps currently filming in England, Unbox PhD shared a new set video featuring Kirby as the iconic Marvel hero Sue Storm. However, a big reveal may have unveiled since Sue is holding a baby. And I'm not going to show the video because I don't know. Screw it. I want to see this. It's on X. Oh, okay, that's fine. Here it is. There's the baby. It looks like that's where the baby is. It's not that clear. Really not that clear, but it does look like, yep, there's the baby right there. And we know she doesn't have a kid, I don't believe, so it ain't hers. It's unclear if any of the other cast members are expected to be involved in that scene Kirby is filming, as none of them was spotted on set. Well, the Fantastic Four First Episode video reveals about the movie. It's been long rumored that Sue Storm and Reed Richards, who plays Mr. Fantastic, will be parents. I was trying to remember the name Reed Richards, but I know it was Richard something, but I thought it was Reeves Richards, but I was like, that's not right. While the larger context is, of course, going to be crucial for this scene, the set video may finally confirm the long-time theory about the Fantastic Four First Steps since Marvel Studio put the reboot into development. Kevin Feige has made it clear this will not be an origin story for the Fantastic Four, setting up this version of the team to already be established. That sparked a lot of speculation that the Fantastic Four First Steps may explore a version of Sue and Reed Richards, who are not just married already, but raising kids of their own. I'm going to say this about the whole MCU. I loved MCU doing origin stories, but for something that's been done twice already, they've made the safest bet I think they could have here. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. So the article goes on to say, Reed and Sue do have two kids in the Marvel Comics, Franklin and Valerie Richards, who have never been explored in live action before. That's because in the live action films, they did a reboot that failed, and in the first one, they did the introduction of the characters, got to the second film of the Silver Surfer, and then it sort of faded away from there. It wouldn't be shocking if the baby that Kirby is holding in the Fantastic Four First Steps set video is meant to be the first look at Franklin or Valerie in the MCU. That would also be a nice way to tie it into the First Steps part of the MCU's reboot title. I think that's where everyone got that conception of there's going to be a kid involved because of First Steps. But yeah. The bigger mystery, however, is whether the MCU could potentially show grown-up versions of either Franklin or Valerie, with time traveling being a big part of the franchise. There's always the possibility of Reed and Sue meeting future versions of their kids. Hopefully more clues about the family aspect in the Fantastic Four First Steps will be revealed through future set photos and videos. I kind of hope not. Like, I hope they don't do what, I mean, The Flash did, didn't they? Where they did like the time traveling, where Barry Allen and Iris West got to meet their daughter and their son, and it was like, that's kind of cool, but when they had their kid, it was like, but they know their kid. That's not their kid really, because they know their kid, and they're now going to shape that kid into being something different. It was all just one or two different weird things that went on there. But Kirby Sue Storm holding a baby is interesting. I think we're going to be getting... I think they're going to go from 1960s futuristic to the MCU. And the MCU, of course, be ahead in numbers for years. But it'd still be around the same sort of universe type thing. Of course, this is set in the 1960s. And it's a futuristic New York City. So it's not set on the same Earth as the main Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're eventually going to hop over and hop ship. It's a nice little way of doing it without really being like, oh, where have they been for Avengers, Endgame, Infinity War, Assemble, and all that. Although they could have just done it and just said they were put in hiding by the Skrulls or something like that. That could have been quite fun, tie them back into it a little bit. But they're not doing that, so that's fine. Very looking forward to seeing Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. You know, I loved her in Hobbs and Shaw, loved her in Mission Impossible, and I do. Vanessa Kirby's one of them actresses that I love looking for in movies, being like, oh, I really, really love her stage presence, really love how she performs in movies. So it'd be interesting to see how she takes on this role. Yeah, she looks perfect for the role. I have to say she does. I want to hear your thoughts about the baby being in Fantastic Four First Steps. Were you like me expecting this to be the case? Are you happy about it? Are you like, well, no, not really, because I'd want to have seen their relationship grow. Because you can still sort of see that just without these actors taking on them roles. Because you can watch the original Fantastic Four films. They are still great, solid films. Chris Evans a part of it. Of course, Human Torch made a comeback recently in a specific movie, MCU film. But anyway, I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Like, do you guys want to see Vanessa Kirby and all that come back? Do you want to see them with a kid, or do you want to see them not with a kid, not come back? I mean, like, did you want to see like an origin story? Are you happy with what we're getting? Or are you a little bit like, well, that's great, but I mean, how was the baby going to fit into the plot? It's all question marks at the moment. I'm excited no matter what. It's great to finally get some more news about this. I'm sure I'll be covering Fantastic Four First Steps a lot more as we dive into it. And it just makes the title feel a bit better than it was. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, and as always, stay cinematic. See you all later. Goodbye for now.